Hello everyone. Uh, Let us start with chapter 2, part 2. In part 1, we have discussed the story of the diamond necklace. Okay. Now, in part 2, I am going to tell you the question and answers. So, let's begin. In comprehension, answer in about 50 to 60 words. Okay. Answer in one line, I have already told you, or you can also write from the book. Okay. And now this is part B, answer in about 50 to 60 words. Okay, so question number 1 is, was Matilda dissatisfied with her life? What makes you think so? Matilda was beautiful and charming girl but poor. She was born in middle class family. As she had no dowry to pay, so she is destined to marry an ordinary clerk. She lost her hopes and aspirations. She had no means to fulfill her desires, so she completely dissatisfied with her. What things did Matilda resent in her life? Matilda had no good and costly dresses. She had poor dwellings. Dwellings means a home. Okay. So ceaselessly. So this is so. Okay, typing mistake here. So ceaselessly feeling herself born to enjoy all delicacies and all luxuries, but unluckily destined to live in a wretched. Wretched means sad. Okay. Uh, how wretched house with Chevy. Oh, sorry. This is wretched means here means like a house which is in a bad condition. Okay, here wretched means is this. Okay, with shabby walls. She had no rank and profile in society. All those things of which another rich woman had made her angry. Okay, because she was very jealous of her rich friends. So that makes her very angry. Question number 3, on receiving the invitation to the ball. Ball means here party. Okay, ball means here party. Matilda wept. Wept. Okay, so what is wept here? Wept is crying. When Matilda's husband, Mr. Loisel, brought the invitation to the ball, Matilda wept. She was a pretty and a delightful lady with high ambition, as we know that. However, by her ill luck, was married to such an ordinary man, and that made her forget all her desires. She had jewels. She had no jewels. Okay, she had no jewels, no gowns, and nothing of that sort that can match the grand party. So she wept in extreme frustration. Okay, now in question number 4, describe Matilda's feelings while she was shifting through her friend's jewelry. Okay, as Matilda was not from a well-to-do family, she forgot all her friends. She avoided to meet them, but for the party, she hesitatingly means hichkichana. She hesitatingly went to one of her rich friends to ask for a necklace that could suit the occasion. While shifting through a friend's jewelry, her heart was throbbing with an immodest desire. Her hands trembled as she took a diamond necklace. Okay. Question number 5. How did the Matilda fare at the ball? At the party, Madame Loisel was a great success. This is success. Okay, typing mistake here. She was prettier than any other woman. Other woman. Okay, this is other. Okay. Present. She was elegant, graceful, smiling, and filled with joy. Everyone was attracted to her and wished to be familiar with her. Everybody at the ball wished to dance with her. Even the minister himself was attracted to her. She fared well more than she had thought so far. Question number 6. Why did Matilda not take a cab at the minister's house but took one on the quay? Matilda did not take a cab at the minister's house. It was daytime, and since the couple were feeling hesitant and shy of their status, they did not want to show their shabbiness during the day. But on they moved They felt cold. Okay, they were shivering. So they took one in the quay. What effort did Lozel make to find the necklace? It was really very shocking for them to lose the necklace. They were nervous. They looked up among the folds of Matilda's card, of her cloak, in her pockets, and everywhere, but all in vain. The necklace was found nowhere. Lozel made all his efforts. He followed the cab, he went around the minister's house, he went to the police headquarters, to the newspaper office to offer reward. He did all, but could not find the necklace. Okay. Now question number 8. How did Lozel arrange the money for the necklace? The couple had to face great trouble after diamond necklace was lost. Okay. They found another necklace in a jewelry shop. Similar necklace. It cost was 36,000 francs, which was nearly a huge amount for them. Okay, this is 36. Okay, this is 36. Okay, this is by mistakenly I have typed this 40,000. This is 36,000. Okay, this is 36,000 francs, which was really a huge amount for them. They bargained it for 36,000 francs. Okay, okay, it was sorry, it was 40 here. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, so this is a 40. Okay, this is 40,000 francs actual price. Okay, the actual price of necklace was 40,000. Okay, so they bargained it for 36,000 francs. Okay, 36,000 francs. Lozel had 18,000 francs with him that his father had left for him. He had to borrow another 18,000 francs to uh, from everybody. Like he had to borrow 1,000 francs to one, 500 for of another, 5 louis here, 3 louis there. Okay, so he borrowed from everybody. Okay, okay, from his friends. Okay, he gave notes, took up a ruinous obligation, dealt with usurers, and all the race of lenders. Okay, in this way he could manage the cost of the necklace. Okay, so here this sentence means like 1,000 francs of one, 500 of another, 5 louis here, 3 louis there. This means he had to borrow money from different variety of people. Okay, so this sentence is explaining that situation. Okay, now the question number 9. How did Matilda and Lozel repay the cost of the necklace? The arrangement of the money for the necklace proved to be a ruin for the rest of their life. They had to compromise for the whole life thereafter. They removed their servant, changed their lodging. Lodging means home or where we stay, lodging, and rented a garage under the roof. Matilda did all the household work by herself. She washed the dishes, soiled linen, the shirts dressed like a common man, went to fruiter, the grocer, and the Lozel himself worked in the evenings at tradesmen. It took it took 10 years them to compensate the loss. Okay. Now in question number 10, what changes did the ordeal of repaying bring about in Matilda? The loss of the necklace took a heavy toll to the life of the Lozel. Matilda and overstrained themselves. As a result, they grew old prematurely. Especially Matilda had become the woman of impoverished household. She looked strong and rough. She lost all her beauty and charm in due course. Okay. Now is answer in about 75 words. Okay. So these are answer you have to give in 75 words. Question number 1. How did you rate Matilda as an ambitious woman or as an honest woman? Matilda was a pretty and extraordinary charming lady with high hopes. She was over ambitious, but by ill luck She had to compromise with her poverty. Once she got a chance, she wished for quench her thirst of ambition. Uh, in the story, the necklace Matilda borrowed a necklace from a rich friend, Madame Forestier, to show off herself in the party. Unfortunately, she lost it. She had to spend 36,000 francs to replace it. She was forced to undergo various difficulties to pay the debt of 18,000 francs. She had to shift to a cheaper room house and remove her servant. Matilda and her husband had to lower their standard of living for full 10 years. She looked older than her age, but in the end she found from her friend that the cost of necklace was only 500 francs because its diamonds were not original. In a way, her over-ambitious nature and her love for ornaments was responsible for her difficult life. At least for 10 years they took to repay the debt. Okay, debt means udhar. Okay. Now question number 2. What kind of husband was Lozel? Lozel was a caring and loving husband. He is a simple man. He is not over ambitious like Matilda. He would very happily relish the pot pay. Pot pay means he used to enjoy every moment. Okay, while she would think of a rich life. When Matilda refuses to go to the party, he tries his best to make her agree. He gives her 400 francs to buy a pretty gown. This amount he had been saving to purchase a gun himself on the day of the ball. Matilda again grumbles that she has no ornaments to wear this occasion. Then he suggests her that she can borrow it from her rich friend Madame Forestier. In the party, whereas Matilda danced up till 4 o'clock in the morning, Lozel was half asleep in a small room since midnight. When he comes to know about the lost necklace, he does not rebuke. He does not rebuke his wife. Rather, to pay off the debt of 18,000 francs, he overworked for 10 and suffered other inconveniences like shifting to a smaller house. Therefore, we can say that he was a simple man who loved his wife. Okay. Now, question number 3 here. Do you think it was unfortunate for Matilda to have married Lozel? Matilda was a charming girl, but her fate made her compromise with the reality of the life. Okay, she is from middle class. She born in middle class, and he married to a poor clerk working with the Ministry of Public Instruction. But who I feel that she was fortunate to husband who was devoted to her. Okay, but here he was very devoted husband. Lozel, though not so well off, was a simple man. He caring and loving. He was calm enough to compromise with all sorts of situations. He was sympathetic to his wife and understood her sentiments very well. When Matilda lost the necklace, Lozel made all efforts to find it. Later, he also overstepped himself to face the tragic life Matilda was fated. Her ruin, not because of her husband. Okay, Matilda was fated and she ruined her life not because of her husband but because of her ambitions. Okay, so this is this all problems are created by only Matilda. Okay, not her husband Lozel. It was her high feelings and her desire to show off that made her borrow a jewelry and caused the curse. Okay. Now in question number 4, in what ways Madame Forestier different from Madame Lozel? Okay, so how she is different from Matilda, Madame Forestier? Here we are going to see the comparison between Madame Forestier and Madame Lozel. Madame Forestier and Madame Lozel both are contrary to each other. Madame Forestier is a rich man. Madame Forestier, this is Madame. Okay, this is Madame. Madame Forestier is a rich and high profile lady. She is completely materialistic. Okay, she is completely materialistic and formal. Materialistic means when you care about only materialistic things like your car, your home, your money, your jewelry, your expensive things. Okay, when you care about only materialistic things. When Madame Loisel goes to ask her for jewelry, she shows her affluency. Affluency means richness, putting a large jewel box before her and says, "Choose, my dear." She is very formal with Matilda. Matilda takes a diamond necklace from her for the party, which unluckily she loses. Okay, Matilda replaces the necklace with great trouble. When she goes to return it, Madame Forestier very rudely says that she should have returned it sooner and that she might have needed it. Okay, towards the end, when Matilda tells her misery to her, she simply says that her necklace was a paste. Okay, waste. On the other hand, Madame Loisel is an honest lady. She is informal. She hesitates to go to Forestier after losing the necklace and manages to replace it with the same one which costed 36,000 francs. It ruined her life. Okay, it ruined. Ruin means destroyed. Destroy her life. She feels stunned. Stunned means shocked. Stunned means shocked when she comes to know that the necklace was artificial. She is simple and hardworking too. Okay. Uh, Last question. What do you think would have happened if Matilda had not lost the necklace that night? Matilda had borrowed the necklace from a rich friend, Madame Forestier, to wear in the party. Unluckily, the necklace was lost by her. To get a new necklace, they had borrowed 18,000 francs on a higher rate of interest to repay the debt. They had to lead miserable life for 10 long years. If Matilda not lost the necklace, her husband would not have borrowed money. Their life would have been better. Okay, though they would not have led a luxurious life, yet they would at least have been free from other hard difficulties of life. They would not have had to shift to cheap one room house and put so much hard labor. This is so. Okay, this is so. They still would have had a servant in the house and Matilda would not have to do all the household work by herself. Her husband would not have had to work in the evening and late in the night. She would not have had toil hard and become rough and old. Okay, so this is the ending of question answers. Now the grammar part. In the grammar part, this is the conditional sentences. Okay, conditional sentences are those when you use with a condition. Okay, when you use if. Okay, when Loisel meant to say that Matilda had not dropped the necklace in the street, he said, "If you had lost it in the street, we should have heard it fall." Okay, so English can express three important ideas of if. Okay, if conditionals are begin with if. Okay, now in type 1 there are three type of conditionals. This is type 1 and it is called open condition. Okay, type 1 is open condition. Conditionals conditional of this type tell us that something will happen if a certain condition is fulfilled. Okay, so for example, if you study hard you will get a first class. Okay, okay, for another example, let's say another example, if it rains I will not go there. Okay, if it rains I will not go there. So this is open condition. Okay, so here means if it rains, अगर बारिश होती है तो मैं वहां नहीं जाऊंगा. ओके, सो मैं वहां नहीं जाऊंगा. कब नहीं जाऊंगा? जब ये वाली कंडीशन फुलफिल होगी. इफ इट रेन्स. ओके, if it rains जब condition fulfill होगी then I will not go there. Okay, so this is open condition. Now in type 2 conditional there is improbable or imaginary condition. Okay, here we use improbable or imaginary condition. We use conditional of this type. Okay, we use conditionals of this type 1 minute. When we expect something which we don't expect to happen, or which is purely imaginary. Okay, this is an imaginary condition. For example, if you studied hard, you would get a first class. Okay, अगर तुम अच्छे से पढ़ लेते तो तुम्हारी फर्स्ट क्लास आ जाती. So this is the imaginary condition. Okay, this is type 2 conditional. Now in type 3, unfulfilled condition. Unfulfilled means a condition which is never fulfilled. Okay, and there is no chance, there is 0% chance of fulfilling this condition, and that is called unfulfilled condition. Okay, we use this conditional when we mean to say that something did not happen because a certain condition was not fulfilled. Okay, for example, if you had studied hard, you would have got a first class. Okay, अगर तुम अच्छे से मेहनत कर लेते तो तुम्हारी फर्स्ट क्लास आ जाती. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका दिस मीन्स रिजल्ट, आफ्टर रिजल्ट someone is saying that to you. Okay, if you studied hard, you would got a first class. Okay, you would have got a first class. Okay, which means you didn't, because you didn't work hard. Okay, because you haven't studied hard, so you would not get a first class. This is the condition, this is the condition after your result. Okay, so this is unfulfilled condition. Okay, so this is the end of this chapter. Okay, listen, I have given these question answers for your uh, reference purposes. uh, there is no need to write exact these answers in your exam, but you have to remember the story of this uh, chapter, and you can write question answers in your own words. Okay, but the idea would be same. Okay, so this is the end